we're in Brooklyn, New York, guys. We're about to do this piping manifold for this boiler. Yeah, unfortunately, they hired somebody that didn't know what the hell they're doing. They thought they were a plumber. They screwed it up, but then they hired the best, according to be the boiler man. So, guys, we're going to take a journey on what it is to build a manifold for these two boilers and get this piping done today. Wepa, let's go. What's up, mi gente? We're in the boiler room, guys, my favorite part of the building. So, guys, as you guys can see, these are two caravan boilers. So they have a manifold. So basically, where this manifold is existing manifold, this is on the return side, and that's the supply side. And it has somebody here that pretty much fucked shit up. I mean, in so many words. Also, this manifold was leaking, so they want to replace this as well. So we're actually going to first start with the rear manifold, which is the supply manifold. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because, as you guys can see, we only got so much room to work with. But that's the first thing we're going to do. So I kind of built the manifold based on the spread to give me an idea more or less what my pipe length and my pipe sizes are. So I'm going to start on this side. And then once we get her done on the rear, then we'll start on the front. So guys, I want you to do the journey. I'll show you what it is to build the manifold, to pipe this boiler in. Stay tuned, guys. Wepa. Alright guys, so we're working on this manifold, we're piping her in, and we have to use this as a reference. So what I do, I kind of work front, going forward, and also backwards. And what I mean by backwards is I actually put this pipe on the other end, so I can use that as a reference where that T is at, so I can make a measurement. When I put the union on, I take an actual measurement. But it's a pain in the ass because it's so tight inside here, but we'll get the job done. So right now, I'm going to take her apart, we're going to add this nipple, we're going to tie her on this union, make sure it stays on. So then we have an actual a reference. Like I said, we're working backwards and forwards. So once we put this in, we'll use that as a reference. We'll take an actual size of that nipple that goes connected to the 3-inch pipe on that side, and then we're gonna connect it. So what I'm basically trying to do is hook up the manifold, and once we have the manifold, then we're gonna put a union on that side, and we'll basically put a nipple right in the middle. But you gotta work sometimes forward and backwards to get the measures you want because you're not 100% ideal. And remember, even though when you take a measurement between the hub and the neck hub, because it's a different size diameter pipe, it might be off a little bit. So you definitely want to make sure you measure 2-3 times if you have to, and make sure that you have enough room. Because as you're tightening, your actual pipe is going to get closer and closer, right? So you want to make sure you're not short or not too long. But I'd rather be a little longer than shorter. If you're too short, you can't never tighten the pipe, and you're gonna have to cut another pipe, and to cut a 3-inch pipe is a pain in the ass. But if it gotta get done, it gotta get done, guys. All right.
A la izquierda.
Make sure you have it level, and make sure that whenever you're doing any pipe fitting work, any pipe in general, any type of fitting work, you always use a level. In this case, you're using a level, making sure that this nipple is straight and square, as well as this T, as well as on this side. The reason for that is because we have to build a manifold. So that's exactly what we're doing, and we need a measurement between here and here. So right now, I put this together using this as a reference guide. So now I can take a measurement between hub to hub, so I know what size nipple is in between these two hubs or these two manifolds. Then I'm gonna take another measurement here. So guys, this is what it is. Being a professional, this is what it is to be a plumber. Of course, doing great solid work. So what I would tell you guys, invest in a level, invest in yourself. officially a wrap here today. Guys, we're here in Brooklyn, New York, doing this piping work. You guys can see it came out beautiful. Job came out nice, and it's working. Right now the boiler is on. We're making sure that it's making some hot water. In this case, it's heating up the water. And then as soon as it heats up, then we're gonna turn on the pumps. But you guys can see, there's the manifold, the new manifold right here. There's no leaks because they had another type of manifold that was leaking and leaking from the joints. So there's no leaks. We made sure there's no leaks. So everything is nice and done correctly. And most importantly, it works. So guys, if you have any problems like this, you have any leaks in your boiler, you need any piping work, you need a new boiler, something wrong with your heating, call Louis the Boiler Man. 516-377-5200. With that being said, guys, I would love to hear from you guys. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Wepa.